As the new year begins, people in Korea wonder how the economy will move this year and how technological changes will transform our consumption and daily lives. So to celebrate the new year today, we are going to take a look into what direction consumption and lifestyles are moving in Korean society in 2026. This is a New Year special.
Trend Korea 2026.
We are incredibly lucky to have in the studio today Suh YouHyun, or English name Alex, I see as well.
Yes.
Alex has been kind enough to bring me in the 2026 K-Consumer Trend Insights in English.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful because I cannot read Korean very quickly. It would take me maybe 10 years to read the Korean version.
No, but we're glad to share it in English as well.
That's amazing. I was always curious whether this came out in English. Has this been done for a long time in English?
No, only for about 5 years.
Ah, I see.
Because
Okay.
where people were saying that they want to know about Korea too.
Yes.
But it was only consumed in Korea.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's
we
good
thought-
for our international listeners as well.
Yes.
If you're curious, then go and order this book as well. I got a lovely little message in here and I saw your name was Alex. I love the name Alex for a girl, for a female, because it's kind of cool and edgy. I think for guys, too many Alexes, but for girls, that is cool.
It's very neutral.
Yes, and thank you so much for coming in for our New Year's special as well. Our listeners are from like all over the world. For instance, the Philippines, I can see, Ohio. We've got listeners from Trinidad and Tobago. But they're always really impressed that Korea kind of, I think, changes so quickly and things like this. And so to find out what is going to be the consumer trends for the new year with a co-author of this best-selling book, Trend Korea 2026, is the best way for us to start the new year. Could you introduce yourself then, Alex?
Hi, my name is Alex Suh, and I majored in consumer science, and currently a researcher in this Trend Korea Consumer Analysis Center.
Wow. And you studied in the UK
Yes,
as well?
yes, arts.
Wow. What was that like? For how long?
For 4 years in Central St. Martin's.
Oh, St. Martin's. I think quite a few Koreans go there. They know it's quite famous as
It's
well.
famous for fashion, like
Yes.
Alexander McQueen. Yes, so I studied textile.
Oh,
and
wow.
while studying textile, it's very much of a fashion forecast as well. There's like an area.
Yeah.
So I got into this forecasting, like how to predict consumers' behavior, mind, and then, I went on PhD.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah.
Naturally just going in that direction. Because they always try and predict, I suppose, fashion trends through the fashion shows for like
Yes.
next season and
Yes,
stuff like that.
but only just fashion, right?
Yeah.
But I want to see a little bit more of why people consume.
Yeah, well, then you ended up in the perfect place, right? Because Trend Korea, this comes out every year.
Yes.
And isn't it always a bestseller, like every year?
Actually, it has been.
Yeah.
Yes, it's out here for 18 years.
Wow.
Yes, and I for this year it was published in September.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That early? I didn't know it was
Very
that early.
Yes,
Okay.
it's very early. And for 12 weeks consecutive,
Yeah.
it was been number one seller in 교보문고 종합.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Do you feel that Korean people are like especially interested in those kind of trends for the next year and stuff?
That is true. That is very true because Korea is a very dynamic country.
Yes.
So it has gone through so much over like 50 years, like post-war generation to baby boomers.
Yeah.
So people are very disconnected in a way, but in this way of people are really eager to actually feel connected by knowing trends so that they have something in common.
Absolutely, you're right.
So I guess in Trend Korea kind of gives you that sense of what is the majority's kind of people spending on, what do they have actually in mind, that kind of like, it's like a little handbook for them to just sum it up in like 1 year.
Yeah, I think that's really important about Korea, that people want to stay connected. I think in the UK, like the older generation, they maybe just don't care so much about the youngsters and what they're doing. But in Korea, everyone seems to know what are the trends. Even if they don't follow the trend, like people just know what is hot at the moment and what is not so hot. Raul saying from Argentina, he's always surprised how fast the trends pass by, and practically everyone on social media in Korea seems to do the trend on time as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's trying. I guess it's one of the way trying to stay connected.
Yeah.
And kind of fear of missing out is pretty much big in Korea as well.
I think it's huge. I think FOMO, before that term was invented, Koreans had FOMO. They just didn't label it, right? They just couldn't label. I see that a lot with education with my children in particular.
Oh, yes, like, that's crazy.
If someone sends their kid to a certain institute, a hagwon, then everyone needs to send them there if it's good and things like this. Yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting, isn't it? Maybe that's why, books like this are really popular as well. So could you introduce the book itself then? I see Jun saying, is there an e-book in English as well? Trying to buy this and saying you can't seem to find one. I'm not sure. Do you have an e-book?
We do have an ebook in Naver 밀리의 서재 and stuff, but I don't know about Amazon. Though.
Okay, for foreign listeners, they might find it tricky to log in there.
Yes.
Okie dokie. But yeah, if you can get your hands on the physical copy, this is such a great handbook. So how would you introduce this? I mean, there's not just one author. The list of authors is almost as long as a paragraph.
Yes, it's 12 authors.
Wow.
Yes, but actually it's 12 authors, but there's actually community behind it. We always gather up until January 30th, trend hunters, 150 people.
Oh, wow.
Like a community. So, and then we share like trend diaries and stuff. So until July, we always like communicate and debate on whether this is a trend. Will it stay as trend? And then do old stuff. So, yeah, do a lot of debates.
So there's
and
way
discussions.
more than 12 people involved, and that's from the beginning. So for Trend 2027, you're going to get trendsetters like this month.
Yes, and then by February we'll start discussing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're looking ahead to what's going to be trending next year.
Yes.
That sounds so difficult because I am like my MBTI, which must have been a trend one time in here as well, right?
Completely,
Yeah,
yes.
I am power capital P, so no planning at all, no J to me.
I'm very power P too.
Really?
Yes.
How did you write this? Because as a power P, I can't imagine predicting the future.
Well, it's really forecasting, predicting. It's not really just like, doing this kind of shamanism, It's not like, oh, I see something, It's very grounded work.
Yeah.
So it's the trends. We say we forecast trends, but then it's still like here. Like if we say thousands of trends are existing right now, then we are seeing like what will top 10 trends that's going to survive next year and flourish. So that's how we interpret the consumer behaviors.
All right, that seems more manageable. Like to pick 10 completely new trends would be impossible. And trends don't just suddenly come out of nowhere.
That's true.
Right?
That's exactly true.
Yeah, so just picking out which are the ones at the moment will be the top 10 next year.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you read the book, it's not completely, I did not know this. It's everything that you know, but it's something that's probably going to happen bigger next year. Well, this year.
Because if it was something completely new, I think that would be like shamanism or fortune telling, right? How would you know that? That would be completely...
It's kind of like Nostradamus.
Yeah,
kind
impossible.
Of stuff.
So that's the point here is there's 10 keywords that you select.
Yes.
And so you have them in the book, the consumption trends, and these become such a hot topic every year. I was on a program with your 대표님, you
yes,
said, Mi-young-jeon.
Yeah, 대표님.
She was really amazing discussing some of the trends about a month ago, and it was so intriguing to hear why they were picked and maybe previous versions. And, some keywords, I guess, are more accurate than others, because it's a prediction after all. And so forecasting these 10 keywords and agreeing on it with so many people, that must be difficult. Like, you must have disagreements and stuff and forecasts.
Yes, it is true. So we use all the methods that we can, such as qualitative research. It's a one-on-one interviews to various industry CEOs.
Oh, wow.
Like food and beverage to like technology, SK, Samsung.
Oh, wow. You get to speak to people high up in those organizations.
Well, we asked them to.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
not only CEOs, because CEOs usually have this vision, right? And then the managers who actually do all the work. So we kind of see what they're saying. And also we do an interview with consumers as well. But that's not enough. So we do quantitative research as well. Famous quantitative research is such as surveys and big data analysis.
Oh, wow.
It's like a buzzword like Naver or Google Trends. Like you can see what kind of keywords are going up and down. And also we collab with the credit card companies like Shinhan credit card. And they have a data center. So you can actually see like if Seongsu-dong area is going popular in like September, then like which generation? Is it the 20s? Is it the female or male? Like we can see like break down what's happening by using their credit card consumption behavior. And this Conan technology, actually, we work with them too. It's app data. So what are people using more of a sleeping
what type of apps?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
those things too. So we use all that quantitative to qualitative and, as I mentioned, the community, like 150 our trend hunters.
Wow.
So we use like every method we can.
You're covering all the bases there, right? Having the data there, but actually talking to the movers and shakers. But like you said, the managers as well who are doing the real work on the ground. And so before we introduce these 10 keywords, we're going to try and get through all of them, at least in a brief way. What is the core theme for 2026 then?
The core thing this year is AI.
AI.
Yes.
Wow.
And AI, I'm pretty sure the listeners are very sick and tired of hearing
Some of them are very
AI.
negative to AI, to be honest. You know, they're scared about what's going to happen and they're a bit skeptical.
Yes. But the interesting thing about how AI came into the main thesis in this Trend Korea book is that it's about consumer, right?
Yeah.
Consumers, they have to open a wallet or swipe a credit card to consume something.
Yeah.
So it has never been a technology that went through the main issue of consumer trends. It always has been economic issue, geopolitical issue, trade issues. So this is like 18th year, and it's the first time technology is actually affecting our consuming behavior.
So from your point of view as well, this is the first time, like it's groundbreaking that it's having an effect, even on Trend Korea. And I see on the back of this English book, you've got like an acronym of horsepower here.
Yes.
Is that linked then to all of the keywords, like the H, the O, the R, the S, the E?
Yes, it's not like exactly. We kind of made a sentence, so I couldn't say like, but it's all related. Like horsepower is like what we want to send the message in this red horse ear.
Yes, in our zodiac here, right?
Yes, and I wore the red because for that. Yes.
Okay. Good.
So that's our horsepower is the 10 keyword that we chose for 2026 for hoping that we have this engine power to move forward, even though everything is kind of staggering at the moment and everything is as politically, like globally, it's very turbulent at the moment. So we want that kind of engine to be helping us.
Full of energy.
Yes,
and
2026.
It sounds quite positive then, the outlook,
Yes.
hopefully. Not like doom and gloom, which I don't like to read, to be honest. I always like a positive point of view. Okay, so as we're talking about these 10 keywords, we're talking about horsepower. That makes it even more curious for our listeners, I'm sure. So if they listen to this broadcast, our listeners from all across the world, many of them, their aim is to come to Korea, one day to live or to travel or something. Many do actually come and maybe even visit us in the studio. If they listen to this, are they going to get a feel for seeing these trends and maybe be a bit hip and cool and ahead of the curve, maybe?
Ahead of the curve. Ahead of the curve, yes, maybe. But you would definitely have a more understanding on Korean consumers, like how they spend and what do they have there in mind.
And I believe, compared to British consumers, I often say this, like Britain and Korea in many ways are very opposite.
Yes.
I really do feel that, right?
Yes.
Like Britain is very slow in many things and Korea is very fast. Not saying one is definitely good and one is definitely bad.
No, it's just different.
Yeah, they're so different. And so I'm guessing you guys, maybe from these keywords today, you'll think, oh, that's interesting. Or, oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, so let's get into the keywords then. And they're kind of under a big keyword themselves as well in different sections.
Yes, the umbrella of AI. This year's keywords are composed of two axes, the direct impact on AI consumption and daily life, and essential human response to it. So AI is no longer background, and so therefore discussing trends without AI is practically a little bit meaningless
You
these
can't
days.
do that, right?
Yeah.
AI is everywhere.
So this book is explains the flow with thesis, antithesis, and synthesis.
Oh,
by
those are the
Hegel. Yeah.
big umbrella terms.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's actually thesis is current, what is happening, what has changed or created by AI.
Okay.
And human reaction to it is the antithesis.
Okay.
And the new way humans and AI work together is the synthesis.
Oh, wow.
So these three stages are reflected in this year's 10 major keywords.
Do you do that every year? Have some umbrella?
Not well. We always have one major keyword that goes through the whole way, but was the first time we do this thesis and antithesis and synthesis.
Because that must be, I was thinking 18 years, that must be really hard to come up with something that flows so well like that. Thesis, antithesis, and synthesis.
It's the first time.
Yeah, that would be a headache. So the first keywords we'll look at before our first song break then will be thesis ones. So what AI is influencing.
Yes,
Okay.
directly and indirectly a little bit too.
All right, so where should we start? What's the first one?
The first one is how we buy the stuff. It's called zero click.
Oh.
It's a little bit of exaggeration, but because when you buy something, you look for you see friends' nice, let's say a bag.
Yeah.
Then you search for it, similar photos, and you search for price, and
Sure.
and you go to Shopify or Amazon to buy things, right? Then you have a list of 3 to 4 clicks.
Okay.
But it's getting extremely shorter because of the generative AI. Now if you want to buy let's say, I travel a lot, so I want to buy a lighter weight laptop.
Yeah.
If you ask ChatGPT,
Yeah.
then they will just give you they have the instant checkout. So you don't have to go anywhere, just click the buy button and
Yeah.
it will deliver to your home. So all these customer journeys are just getting extremely shortened.
Oh.
And
That sounds good. To save time.
yes, for consumers, but it means advertising and marketing, promotion and sales, it's going to get all different. It's going to face a new different future.
Because what's the point of having banners and things like this on websites if people are
Yes.
just using ChatGPT?
Yes.
That's also one thing I was deeply concerned about. How is ChatGPT and other AI providers going to rank options? Because of course, you could compare the facts, all the specs and the
Yeah.
prices, but there will be some leeway, I'm
Yeah.
guessing, for which one to put first and second. Is that going to be advertisers? Are they already doing that? Advertisers, paying to have their products pushed on AI? Because that would be really dangerous if you don't know. I
Exactly.
suppose. Yeah.
They do not share that information.
Yeah.
But from what we've seen, they're ChatGPT, you give them context, right? Oh, I'm traveling
Yeah.
a lot, 4 times a week, but then I don't have a lot of space between the trains, so
Yeah.
I need a small laptop. So you give them conditions and
Yeah.
they will recommend following according to it.
Sure.
But as you said, we don't know like how the model works and shows up. But that's how AI is shaping the way we buy. Because you just ask them and they will just give you the answers.
Yeah, and you're kind of trusting them, I suppose. And if you have a good experience, then there's nothing wrong. But I suppose for businesses, it's really going to give them a headache of how to promote and sell things.
True.
Okay, second keyword then.
It's called AX organizations.
Oh.
And AX is AI transformation. There's like DX, digital transformation. That used to be trend. So customer experience used to be CX.
Okay.
So CX was a hot thing. And then DX, everything has to be like digitalized.
Okay,
so
like online and stuff.
Yeah, datas and like those things were. So DX was a thing, and then now it's AI transformation, AX.
Wow.
And it's not just about AI transformation, but AX is affecting organizations in various ways about like breaking silos and really getting rid of like this authorities. Like when you're a developer, you just have to develop. And if you're a marketer, you have to market. But now, because you can just ask ChatGPT about everything, if you ask marketer like, why can't you do this promotion? And if somebody says no, you can ask ChatGPT and you can actually fight back. So the authority is getting like a little bit, the wall is breaking down.
Sure.
So we have to like, paradoxically, we have to really learn more, like to keep our authorities, our like skills, and learn to have a good conversation with each other. That's becoming the conversation skill is getting more important.
Yeah, and being able to use AI to get the right answers for maybe your argument or something like that is so important, right?
Yes.
If we're going to get through two, we are going to have to be quicker, aren't we? Okay, so next, ready core, I see.
Yes, this is what you would not like to see, but because everything is getting anxious, like fear of missing out, and people say a lot of stock issues, right? We should have bought Bitcoin. Those things are just becoming like very like inner core of our mentality. So everything we have to be prepared, we have to rehearse, we have to learn everything in advance. And it's not about really planning every single details, but it's just having plan A, plan B, plan C, so that when something fails, we don't get shocked as much. So it's like kind of mentally preparing all the time. Like if you're gonna take an exam, there's a YouTube actually, you can watch that. If you're gonna to TOEFL, and they have the same timeline. Like you enter it, and you can hear the sound, and then you can hear.
Get you in that mood. And
yes,
everything.
You can actually prepare yourself. So people are really, because everything is like anxiety is getting built up. So people want to be ready and know what they're not missing. So that is becoming the core mentality.
Ready core, to be ready for any eventuality, that kind of thing. Okay, Alex, we'll leave it there for now. We'll do a song break. We'll come back with a couple more under thesis and then move on to antithesis as well. To celebrate the new year, we've got Trend Korea 2026, a special where we are discussing the South Korean consumer trends with Suh YouHyun, or Alex in the studio, co-author of Trend Korea 2026, researcher at the Trend Korea Consumer Trend Analysis Center. We got the English version of the book here, which is slightly shorter than the Korean version, because the Korean version has a lot of spiel in the beginning as well, right?
Yes.
That looks intimidating, this book, for me. For someone non-academic like me, this little handbook is so cool. And the 10 little keywords on the back. And like you said, they're not the actual keywords that we're talking about. Like, there's no zero click on here, but it's got things like human in the loop, oh my feelings, the feel economy. So it describes each one.
Yes.
In not the same order as well.
It's not the thesis, antithesis, synthesis order.
Because that would be too hard to match into horsepower, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So many of you with so many questions, but we want to get through all 10 keywords, so I'll leave those until the end. We're under the thesis, so AI's direct and indirect influence, and we got to number 3, ready core. which sounded still to me like a lot of planning. I don't think I can do that. Price decoding is the next one.
Yes.
Okay, what does that mean? To decode a price?
It's because of the AI, we can know every details and information about a product. So that, like, people, when it's given like 10,000 won, people used to just take it as it is.
Sure.
Like, you can buy it or not.
Yeah.
But people actually really dig in, like decode the price. Is it ethical? Is it really worth it?
Wow.
Yeah, everything is decoded. And
They ask this as well, perhaps, to AI?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
they dig in. So it's decoded and there's dissected with the values before buying it. So it's not really, even though they want something cheaper, it's not only the cheaper. There's so many values behind it. Like, is it the influencers?
Yeah.
All those things are behind it. And the most drastic way that is happening is that the brand is not having this halo behind it anymore because the quality back then was like a little bit uneven.
Sure.
So people used to believe Samsung, LG, like we should buy this.
Yeah.
But now if you see a product that you never heard of, if you see that's functioning well, then you just buy it, right?
Because you can trust AI to like analyze it and things like that.
Yes, and then the quality nowadays, baseline of the quality is pretty high. So just people buy the product.
Yeah, that's got to be bad for those big brands who really, have a big portion of their price thanks to their reputation, right?
Yes.
And so they're going to have to be very agile in how they change in the future too, right?
And opportunities for new brands with the clever ideas.
With the startups. And I guess everyone's different in how they decode the price. Some people might want something ethical. Some people might not care at all about ethics. And so it's all individual as well. That's so interesting. The next one, pixelated life.
Yes, a pixel is the smallest individual unit of a digital image, and it means that consumption is becoming really small, very numerous, brief, and fast-moving, like a pixels on a screen. And one example I brought in the studio is this Labubu.
You've got a Labubu. How did you get your hands on this? These are so hard to get, right?
Exactly. It was so hard to get in March and like until June.
Was that the peak for it?
Yes.
Okay.
And nowadays you can just buy it.
Wow.
So easy.
Oh, now it's easy?
Yes.
I didn't even know that. I
So-
need to buy one.
It has not been a year yet,
Yeah.
and the frenzy is gone.
Oh, it's just on like a trend and then off again straight away.
Just like, and it's really shorter than the tulip fever. So
Wow.
it's showing, it's like a meme, and viral memes, they're like last for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But like buying something like actual product that didn't go like come viral so big and then like disappear in a year, that didn't used to happen.
That's
And
true.
it's really getting short.
Yeah, the things that I remember from way back when is like going really old school, like honey butter chips. That was a thing for ages, I remember,
Pretty
right?
much like 2 years to 3 years.
And then the Pokemon bread, we've talked about that on the show. That went on for ages because I had to buy on secondhand goods shops for my kids for like
Exactly.
months.
Yes.
But that was literally like a couple of months.
Yes.
And then it's easy to
Gone.
buy.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's got to be hard again for brands to know what's going to trend and then be prepared for the next trend because it's not going to last long.
Yes, so like one of the ways is to make it smaller because people will just change fast.
Don't
so,
invest too much in it.
So they're not gonna use like 500 milliliter of lotions. So like sample size are beginning to trend
wow.
because people are moving on. They're pixelated.
They want to try something, then go on to the next hot thing quickly.
Yes.
Wow, that's so interesting, even affecting like makeup fields and stuff. Okay, so that's all the thesis ones. That's how AI is directly and indirectly creating changes in consumption and daily life of Koreans. Then what are the movements appearing on the opposite side of that? How do we look at these ones then?
So antithesis is the new human reaction, how we push back or cling to our original values in response to these changes of AI.
Wow.
Yes.
So we've got 4 keywords for this then.
Yes. First is return to fundamentals and feel economy and 1.5 household. But I'll start with the return to fundamental.
Okay.
It's called 근본이즘.
근본ism in Korean. Okay, 근본 being the fundamental, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it just means that we are really like starting to really value the placeness and originals. And it's a little bit different from nostalgia or retro, like just trying to look like the past. It's not about that. It's you've probably been shared a fake news or fake videos.
Sure. And you feel cheated, right?
Yes. So people are really like doubting every source that they hear and see. So they're really appreciating the real original ones.
Like in the physical nature, like in the location of somewhere.
Yes, exactly. So one of the phenomenon that is happening is the museums. 국립중앙박물관.
Oh, everyone's going there, right?
It's really hard to get in. And you can actually see that in your phone. You can just see that
That's
stuff.
true.
Yes, but people really want to go there and feel the placeness.
Yeah, be there, right?
Yes.
Like breathe the air there. and
Yes.
see. Yeah, because I'm getting too worried about, especially my children's generation. They're going to be consuming everything on the screens.
Digital.
But I feel that, as a human, just being somewhere, touching something, there will always be value to that. I hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like 20s and 30s, people who have never had an experience of LP vinyl records, they're actually buying this because it has one single function.
Yeah.
And even though we all have phones,
Yeah.
people are buying digital cameras.
Yes, which is inconvenient from
Yes.
like our point of view because
Yes.
we used to have to carry so many things, but
Yeah.
they haven't had that, and so they're wanting that.
Yeah. It's just simple originality.
The fundamentals and
Yes.
feel economy. I like the name of this one. What is a feel economy?
As really feeling is becoming economy. If AI is rationality, its opposite is emotions and feelings. So feelings is becoming an economic driver. Consumers are buying products, service to diagnose and manage.
Their
and,
feelings.
Yes, transform how they feel.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I heard, when I did the show with your CEO, that even on food apps, you can put in an emotion
Yes.
and it will give you foods that suit that emotion. I was like,
Yeah.
what? I've never thought of that.
If you're angry,
Yeah.
like you put it in, like they suggest you, eat some spicy food.
Yeah, that's amazing to kind of get a solution for your emotion at that moment.
Exactly.
Wow. And I guess AI, maybe in the future, they will also be able to answer that feel economy question.
I hope not, but
but I
could be.
hope that that's a human thing, right? 1.5 household, because we're used to single household. On this show, we've talked about the boom in single households. What's 1.5?
Oh, well, single household soul is reaching like 40% statistically, so it is a big thing. And one is independence, right? Living as just one person.
Sure.
But 0.5 is a chosen connectivity. So what is chosen connectivity? It's just that it's because of AI, we don't have to ask some like things that we used to ask our parents, sisters. We use AI to ask everything. So it's to dealing with our loneliness. It could be the 0.5 could be our pets.
Okay.
The cats and dogs. It could be a plant.
Oh.
Like this emotional support. And
Yeah.
it could be this community, like if you're living in co-living spaces, it could be those people you meet in the foyers. Or it could be the silver house, like who
Okay.
actually takes care even though you live alone.
Like a helper coming round
Yes,
or something
exactly.
like that. Because in Korea, shared housing has not been as popular as in like London because it's so
No.
expensive. Even adults will live together like students. But here in Korea, is that becoming more of a trend then to maybe live in a shared space?
A little bit more because people are feeling lonely and disconnected, so they want to be in a part of community.
Yeah, even if it's not family or something like that. And then the final one here, HQ, health intelligence.
Yes, that is. Have you heard about a lot about IQs
Yeah.
and EQs, right?
Emotional intelligence,
Yes.
like your level of thinking is IQ. We've heard that. Health intelligence, I've never heard of before.
Yes, so we came up with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a new
HQ.
word. HQ, and it's about we Koreans. We really love healthy foods and healthy
Yes,
stuff.
well-being is so big
Yes,
here.
but but it's really getting scientific. So it's not like your mom giving you some food and, oh, eat this, it's healthy.
Yeah.
We're not convinced like that anymore.
My mum gets angry when I question her with data. She's like, no, it is healthy for you. But you're right. Even me, I want proof,
Yes.
right?
like I was drinking orange juice and my 20-year-old students were, oh my God, you're drinking a sugar. And well, you're going to get diabetes. And
wow.
Yes, they really dig down to the ingredients. And they don't like, if your skin is dry, I'll just put on some lotion. No, they want the ingredient, like hyaluronic acid, ceramide. They want this ingredient. They just like lotion.
Really?
So
you got to be specific, like, how is this exactly helping me?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. I'd love to be that way, but it sounds like a lot of time and hassle to put into it.
Yes.
But I guess it is reassuring that when you know those things.
Yes.
HQ. I can see Korea doing that for sure, because we're so really focused on our health and things like that. Okay, so that's all the antithesis, right?
Yes.
And then the last section, so there must only be one key word in this, right?
Yes.
Synthesis.
Yes.
So that's bringing the thesis and the antithesis together.
All together.
Okay. So is this a hopeful thing that we can live side by side? What does it mean?
It is. It is a hopeful keyword, and it is a keyword. It's about predicting, right? So. In order to predict, we have to know where we stand.
Yeah.
So the synthesis is like current what we are standing as. So human in the loop is actually simple term a collaborative approach where humans and AI work as a team instead of pure automation.
So we are that human in the loop means we're in this world with AI.
Yes.
But as long as we kind of know our position in there, we can at least feel we have a role or something like that.
Oh, yes. Well, like if we're using AI, we are the initiator and we are the people who are responsible for it. We are the who actually taking care of all those text or messages that are doing. So we are in the critical role at the moment. Yeah. So. And AI does not have this ethical kind of or creative sense. So, human sense is needed, evermore, right now.
I really hope that continues, because what I'm scared of is, one day AI not going to need our inputs, I fear. And then when it's just doing all the inputs, then what are we doing, from the sidelines? So then I hope that, going back to the fundamentals, physically being somewhere. Because I sometimes wonder about AI. It's all based on things online. And the offline world is so massive and it has no idea about that offline world.
That is true.
And I hope it never does. I don't want it to know everything, right? Otherwise, what is the point of us? So that's so interesting, coming together in that synthesis, being in the loop. We got so many questions. I'm so sorry, listeners, that we can't go through all of these. But just one or two, is it okay to ask you, Alex? From Jun says, your work often emphasizes the idea that AIs and humans need to work together. So why is that such key thinking? Because, there are some of our listeners who think, no, we just need to get rid of AI, right? Some listeners think that way. Other listeners think, let's go all in on AI. It seems like with Trend Korea, what you're saying today is a real balance. Why is that important, do you think?
It's because AI, you cannot avoid it when it's like internet. You can't say internet, you're not going to use internet. It would be a kind of radical way because it is really step by step really going and coming into our world. So we have to embrace it, but not be overtaken by it.
Sure.
So we have this centaur, it's a upper body is a human and the legs of a horse. So with our ethical and our creativity and our minds, but using AI as an engine tools.
It's doing the hard work underneath.
So let's run fast and kind of that's the centaur individuals.
That's good for horsepower for the message in the year of the horse as well. Yeah. I Love Korea says, were there any unexpected trends for 2026 that surprised you during your research processes? So out of these 10 keywords or even ones that didn't make it. Was there anything that you were surprised by?
Oh, I was really surprised by returning to fundamentals, 근본이즘.
Okay.
Because when we are starting to write it, it just felt kind of like that one was a little bit like too much antithesis because we're talking about AI everything.
Yeah.
But then this one is like people are wanting to meet more, like mingle more, like, and they want to go to places, like feel the original. But it is becoming, I can see every day it is becoming bigger, like book talks, like everybody tried to go there and offline to meet people. So that was surprising.
Yeah, I do feel that as well. I don't know if it's a global thing, but here in Korea, really going for the in-person experience.
Yes.
This has been amazing. We've been doing our Daily K New Year special, Train Korea 2026, with Alex in the studio. I hope this has served as an opportunity for everyone to think about their own choices and standards for how we should live in this age of AI. Avoiding it does seem pretty difficult. Thank you so much, Suh YouHyun, for coming and joining us. I hope we can have you back on the show very shortly.
Too. It'll be an honor.
Happy New Year as well.
Happy New Year.
Here's a song to take us out. We're going to leave it there for the show as well, and we'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. We've got Chef Mango coming in hour 2 tomorrow. This is Kim Jae-min, Kim Funny, produced by Imujin, 마침표, period. It's been your Daily Dose of Career. #DailyK out. Bye-bye.